Hello again, my dear little ones. Our sacred Ramayana journey continues, gently but steadily, towards a moment that will change the world forever. In our last episode, Hanuman had returned to Shri Ram, bringing back Sita Mata's message, her Chudamani, and her unwavering faith. Shri Ram listened quietly. His eyes were steady, his heart was calm, yet they were filled with love and resolve. And now, children, the time has come when preparation turns into purpose. So let us begin our today's episode, that is, preparing for the greatest war in Ramayana.
Ancient Culture Tales.
Under the open sky, the forest stirred with new energy. The Vanars were learning archery, sword fighting, and the other war tactics. They practiced together with growing confidence. At the center stood Hanuman. He did not shout, he did not boast his strength. Instead, he was guiding the Vanars gently, showing them how to move together, how to protect one another, and how one should never be left alone. Slowly, the Vanars too began to feel it. When they all worked as one, fear felt smaller. When they stood together, courage felt natural. Sugriv watched silently as he saw his Vanar Sena training for a war. He saw something different forming before his eyes, and that was unity. Children, as the training continued, a powerful presence approached from the forest path. Can you guess who this is? It was Kesari. Kesari was none other than Hanuman's father. He too quietly joined Hanuman on the journey. He said, I have not come just as a father. I have come to stand beside what is right. With his kind words, Hanuman felt something settle peacefully inside him. Children, sometimes courage grows strongest when love stands quietly beside us. On the other hand, inside Ravana's royal chamber, the air felt heavy. A messenger rushed in, bowing low. He said nervously, My king, Hanuman has set Lanka on fire. The palaces, the gardens, the streets, everything is burning. Listening to this, Ravana's eyes blazed with anger. He clenched his fist. A monkey dares to challenge me? He roared. Nearby, Mandodari, that is Ravana's wife, she watched quietly, her heart filled with fear, not for herself, but for Lanka. She stepped forward gently and said, My king, if one messenger of Ram has caused so much destruction, just imagine what Ram himself can do. Mandodari continued softly, What you are doing is not right. Please return Sita to Shri Ram with respect before it's too late. Ravana's anger only grew. He thundered, Mandodari, fear does not suit the wife of Ravana. I am the king of Lanka. No one can defeat me. His pride was burning in his heart. Ravana marched straight towards his grand god. Inside the god, The ministers stood uneasy. They too were whispering about the fire, about the flying monkey, about the danger that lies ahead. Ravan sensed the fear in the room. His eyes narrowed. At that moment, Vibhishan stepped forward. Children, Vibhishan is Ravan's younger brother. He said calmly, "Brother, Mandodari speaks the truth. Keeping Sita is wrong. This path will only destroy Lanka. Please, please, brother, choose Dharma. Act wisely." The court felt silent, as if everyone agreed with what Vibhishan said. And with this, Ravan's anger exploded. He roared, "So, even you speak against me? You are no longer a well-wisher of Lanka. You speak like an enemy, Vibhishan. You don't sound like my brother." Vibhishan stood still. His heart was heavy but clear with his thoughts. Ravan pointed towards the gates. He said fiercely, "If it were anyone else, the punishment would be severe. But because you are my younger brother, I command you, leave Lanka at once." Vibhishan froze there for a moment, looking at the land where he was born, the brother he once loved, the home he was leaving behind. Vibhishan folded his hands. He did not argue. He did not shout. With his ministers beside him, he walked out of the golden court. And without turning back, he walked away. He left behind power and comfort, but carried something far more precious, that is, peace in his heart. Children, some choices, though painful, feel right the moment they are made. Vibhishan marched towards Shri Ram's camp. As he reached there, the Vanars became alert. They watched him closely and whispered amongst themselves, "Who is he? Why has he come here?" Vibhishan stepped forward calmly, and with folded hands, he said, "I am Vibhishan, Ravan's younger brother." Listening to this, a quiet uneasiness spread across the camp. In times like this, trust does not come easily. All the eyes slowly turned towards Shri Ram, waiting to see what he would say. But before the silence could grow heavy, Hanuman stepped forward. He looked at Shri Ram and then gently looked towards Vibhishan. Hanuman said, "Shri Ram, when I was in Lanka, I saw Vibhishan praying to you. He prayed when no one could see him. And most importantly, he prayed even when it was not safe." Hanuman's voice grew warm and steady. He said, "Shri Ram, a heart that chooses truth in darkness cannot belong to someone false." And with this, a quiet calm spread across the camp. Shri Ram then stepped forward. His voice was gentle, his eyes filled with compassion. He said, "Anyone who comes to me seeking shelter will always be protected." And listening to this, Vibhishan's eyes filled with tears. He bowed deeply. His heart was finally at peace. Children, the wind was moving softly through the trees as the Vanars walked forward together. Soon, the forest ended, and before them stretched a vast ocean, endless, deep, and powerful. Waves rose and fell, touching the sky as far as the eyes could reach. The Varners stood quietly. No one spoke, no one moved. Everyone was thinking, how could we cross this mighty ocean? Children, can you tell me how Ram and his army would reach Lanka? The waves continued to roar, holding the answer within them. And with that question, our journey is pausing here. Our journey will be resuming back with the miracle to unfold in our next episode. Jai Shri Ram!